let's see. Let's talk about along with that. Um, so many different things. Like I said, apathy, lack of empathy. There's a high level of arrogance
Mm-hmm.
that's largely been due to our programming
Yeah.
that we get, you know, from being in school, from the news,
Social
from
media.
social media,
Mm-hmm.
just all kinds of different stuff, man. We're overrun with violence, hostilities, distrust,
Yeah.
between people, generally speaking. It's just crazy. And so you take another element that we have, excuse me, that's a part of our society, and we suffer from it in a major way, and the rest of the world looks at us and thinks that we're totally out of our minds. You look at things like the gun,
Mm-hmm.
right? Which, let's just be clear, you know, I'm very much
But Second
pro
Amendment.
Second Amendment.
Yeah.
And there's a reason I'm very much pro Second Amendment. I wish it wasn't a necessity,
But it is.
but we live in society, unfortunately, that has that built into its fabric.
Yeah.
It's part of its foundation. And it's something that we're very rabid about, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so, you know, though, you know, I believe in self preservation and self protection. And if I live in a society that leans heavily on the gun, because that very society was established basically at the barrel of a
On a
gun,
gun. Yeah. Yep.
right? Then you better believe I'm gonna have mine,
Mm-mm. Please believe it.
right?
Yeah.
Although I wish I didn't have to,
Mm-hmm.
because you see, I feel like you should not have to live in a society, a so-called civilized society, right,
Yeah.
where such a thing has to be so prevalent.
Yep.
And why is it so prevalent, right? It's because, like I said, the way society is structured. But let's talk about that fabric.
Mm-hmm.
It says that might is right. If I want, if I want a certain thing, if I have to step on you to get it,
And that's what I'm gonna
that's
do.
what I'll do. If I have to destroy you to get it
Yep.
and keep you down, that's what I'll do.
Yep.
And if you can't do anything about it, then that's all the better for me, right?
Correct.
So there's so much that's tied up into that, and that translates into oppression
Yeah.
of whoever,
Yep.
right? By some larger entity that has an advantage for whatever reason.
Mm-hmm.
Really, at the end of the day, it comes down, the end all be all is that gun.
Yeah.
Because if I can't control you, then I'll kill you.
Kill you. Yep.
And this is the easiest way and the most efficient way for me to do it,
Yep. And quickly.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So, do I enjoy living in that type of society? No, I think it's absolutely insane.
Yeah.
And I express that thought to people all the time.
Yeah.
My comrades who are pro 2A people,
Mm-hmm.
And of course, we're members of National African American Gun Association, NAGA. Yes, we are, right?
Yep.
Love the organization. It's a necessary organization,
It is.
but I wish it didn't have to exist,
But it does.
right?
And it's needed.
And that's just the truth.
Yeah.
So again, that's more of that honesty
Mm-hmm.
about the present. Now, what that does do is that does help to drive the calculations that I make in finding my future,
Yes.
finding our future, right?
Yes.
How much do I want that to be a part of my life? How good is that for my psyche on a
Yes.
day-to-day
Stressful.
basis,
Yes.
right?
Yep.
So that comes into play.
Mm-hmm.